and here to help us with some of your calls, great criminal defense attorney Janet Johnson. Janet, what stands out to you so far here early in the case?
You know, as terrible as this doctor is as a husband and apparently as a father, the prosecution has an uphill battle because their theory of how it happened is a little muddled. You know, she was given these prescriptions by another doctor. They were prescribed because she had a facelift. And even though Dr. Macneill suggested these prescriptions, the doctor said, I gave them to her mainly because I thought she could handle them. She was being watched by her daughter, who is in medical school, and her husband, who's a doctor. But the doctor was the first witness, and he kind of came off as, you know, I prescribed things that maybe I shouldn't have prescribed.
Got it. Hey, yeah, you mentioned that. And obviously the other uphill battle for the prosecutors, the autopsy. You have one autopsy and 3 different opinions. And not one of the opinions says definitively this was a homicide.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, she had a heart condition, and that obviously played into how she died. One of the theories, I think, of the prosecution would have to be the doctor, her husband, knew that she had this heart condition. She apparently had some concerns about doing the surgery before she lost weight and before she got her blood pressure under control. So I guess the theory would have to be he knew that she was in a weakened state and he pushed for the surgery.
Got it. Okay, again, we're taking your calls, 1-877-TEL-HLN. Jacob is with us in Wyoming. Hey, Jacob, your thoughts here?
Hi, Mike. I got 2 questions. My first one is, if she's supposedly drugged up, who drew the bath water? And my other question is, if he was supposedly given CPR, why was he on the phone, and what phone was he using? Because with doing CPR, you can't be on the phone too.
Interesting. Couple of good points there, Jacob. Hey, thanks for the call. Janet, what about that? Let's start with all right, if she's all drugged up, who's drawing the bathwater? Is that a good opening for the prosecutors or not?
Yeah, well, you know, she had been given these prescription drugs that she was taking. This was 8 days after the surgery. So she, you know, had been under the influence apparently of these drugs for a week. They had weaned her off of some of them, and in the autopsy they said they were all within therapeutic levels. So I think that could easily be rebutted to say, you know, she wasn't so drugged up she didn't get up. She talked to her daughter. She planned on doing laundry. I mean, she was pretty functional at this point. The second point is a great one though, Jacob, because, you know, on the 911 call, allegedly he hung up during the 911 call, but he's saying, I'm giving her CPR. So the defense is going to say, you know, he was trying to do both, but he couldn't, and that's why he hung up. But there's a question how good the CPR efforts were, because the water that came out of her when the police arrived and they did CPR, I think the state's going to argue he hadn't done CPR effectively and he'd kind of given it a half-hearted attempt because she wouldn't have expelled that much water.
Yeah, the prosecutors basically saying that's all part of a show that he's putting on here in the last moments of his wife's life. All right, let's take another call. Janet, Mary's with us in Tennessee. Hey, Mary, comment, question here?
Hey.
Hey.
This is my observation and question. Ada, the 6-year-old, found her mother, made the drawing of her fully clothed with black pants, black top. Ada leaves the bathroom to get Christy. Christy comes to the bathroom, and her testimony was she had on only black and white top. Christy leaves the bathroom to get Angie. Angie testifies she only has on white spaghetti strap tank, and also so does Doug.
Well, you make some great points there. All right, Janet, does this bode really well for the prosecutors or not? I mean, or the defense can just explain it away. This is a 6-year-old. These are distraught people who may have differing accounts.
Right. Well, I think that there's 2 issues. One is the 6-year-old, and right now her testimony is not going to be allowed unless the judge determines that she is competent, you know, because a child is subjected to a higher standard to make sure that she understands what the truth is, what a lie is. You know, she's now older. It's been several years. But, you know, so her testimony is, of course, a child's testimony, and that's subject to, you know, all kinds of mistakes that a 6-year-old would make. The other thing is, in the pandemonium, there's a lot of experts who say this, that eyewitness accounts accounts are actually the worst kind of testimony and the worst kind of evidence, because they do change and they do, I don't know that I could be a good witness if I saw something and then it was a woman drowned in a bathtub. I don't know how coherent my testimony would be. But the one common denominator is the doctor was there the entire time. So he could have tampered with the scene.
Okay, well put there. All right, Janet, laying it out for us. You guys asking some great questions. Keep the calls coming. Comments, questions. It's open mic. You know the number, 1-877-TEL-HLN.
Americans take care of business. They always have and they always will. That's why you take charge of your future, your retirement.